Is depression contagious?
That's an interesting question. I think that mood is contagious and that people's environment has an awful lot to do with their mood. Um, so, in that sense, if a whole household of people is living exclusively with each other and everybody's feeling really bummed out, that's it. Maybe that's what you're seeing, that everybody has sort of gone down the same mood slide. Um, so that's that's my answer to that one. I think you can influence each other in the other direction as well.
Sure, right, absolutely. Um, there's so when we talk about something being a contagion, that means that one person has it and they transmit it to another person.
Yep.
And we typically use the word contagion and contagious to indicate medical issues. Like I have a cold and I sneeze and then you get my cold and then you pass it on to somebody.
Yeah, exactly what we're living through.
Yeah, yeah, except for consequences are a lot higher, obviously. Um, and so I wonder, I'm thinking if if I'm depressed, I can't, there's nothing that I can do like that. So the cold is transmitted in a second, in a sneeze or a cough or a
In a
surface.
physical way, in a
Yeah,
physical outpouring of germs.
right. And that's not the case with depression. So I can't sneeze or cough and give somebody depression if I have
Right.
it. But following up on what you were saying, my mood, which if I have depression, and it's really complicated with English. I need to talk to somebody who speaks really fluent German to make sure I'm right about this. But um, that translation of depression, like the way Freud talks about it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the best word, but that's the word we got.
Yeah.
And so, because you can feel depressed and not have depression,
Yeah.
right? If
That's
my,
why I referred to mood instead of depression, because
yes,
there's a real distinction.
hmm yeah. But so I have a feeling that with German, there's a difference between
Sure.
mood and that condition. But
Yeah.
in English, put it all in one box. And so, but if I'm depressed, if I have clinical depression, it's going to affect my mood, like Deborah said, and the way that I behave is going to be affected, and the way that I treat other people is going to be different.
Yeah.
If I treat them poorly, then they're probably going to be frustrated or angry or anxious. Um, yeah, I'm not smart enough to fully answer this question. I'm trying to
Yeah.
give a very thoughtful answer. But I don't want to, I mean, because part of me wants to go, well, of course not, because just what I just said, you can't cough or sneeze.
Yeah.
But I do think that if I'm living with somebody who is depressed, the environment is really going to be difficult to live in on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly, especially if you're stuck there and you can't go to work and talk to not depressed people, and you can't go, to church, and you can't go to a restaurant with a friend. If you're just stuck there, everybody's mood is affected by that. And then if somebody is really seriously upset, then that affects everyone in the environment.
Yeah. So, great question. I need to think about it. I wish I was a little smarter, but I'm not that smart. But I do think it's a great question. I agree with Deborah. And I do think that, I kind of have that chicken soup answer. I mean, does chicken soup cure the cold? No, but it sure doesn't hurt, right? So, in the reverse, if if I'm exposed to depressed people and depressed mood all the time, it probably doesn't help.
No.
So yeah, that's a thoughtful question. I really appreciate that, Instagram person, and that was submitted for Instagram. So we do have questions for next week, but we're going to hold off, and we'll roll them over. And please send us more questions. You can ask questions about mental health. You can ask questions about living in this age of COVID. Or you didn't have to do anything with COVID either, because we can talk about those issues too. And you can DM us through Instagram. You can email us, info@darienwellness.com, or you can go to our Facebook page, or you can go to our Twitter page, and you can contact us there. And we always answer questions confidentially. And, I have a request for next week. I've never had a themed request, but I have a request for next week.
Ooh.
I am curious about the experience of professionals working from home. What is that like for you? What are the challenges that you're facing working? So let's see if we get any specific filtered questions on that topic. But
Excellent.
already got questions set if we don't, but so we might hold on to them for a week or two, and then when we get enough, we'll do a working at home show. So
Great.
All right.
Great.
Well, thank you very much as always, Deborah. It's good seeing you.
Oh, my pleasure. And I would hope everybody has a good week.
Yeah.
And happy Memorial Day to the extent that you can celebrate.
Exactly.
I hope it's a good one for everybody.
Yeah, me too. And I look forward to seeing your dazzling hairdo the next time.
It will at least be shorter.
Okay. Well, the heat is on, so tell us good job. So, all right. Well,
All right. See you next week.
what his hair looks like next week, and
Yeah.
we'll see you soon. Have a good holiday, everybody. Bye.
Bye.